Welcome to another episode of Big Lee's Corner. Alright, usually I would do this on 10 to go, but 21 to go is interesting already as we got Daniel Hemrick in the lead, who probably did not pit if I remember correct. Followed by Ricky Stenhouse Jr., followed by Alex Bowman. Brad Keselowski just claimed fourth space from Kevin Harvick. Hell yeah. If those three names lose to a big name, it'd be an honor for it to be Brad. Which I'm forgetting was my pick today, so right now it's him versus Stenhouse. Brad versus Stenhouse. You know, haters above those guys will say, oh, they'll wreck the whole field. How did they get the second place without wrecking the whole field? I mean, only 3 Toyotas have wrecked so far. Well, Truex's case, I'm not sure if he's out or if he's back on the track. But anyway, Eric Jones is out for hitting the wall. And I believe Matt Devinetto is also out for hitting the wall. He hit the wall earlier, but I don't know if he's out or not. He's the charter for the Joe Gibbs team in the number 95, which was Casey Kane's last ride. Oh, this distracting. Yep, Brad Keselowski just claimed the lead. So it looks like Brad's going to be the winner of stage 1. So at least I got some of my prediction right so far from the looks of things. There's still 18 more laps to determine that, though. A caution could happen, and then Kevin Harvick might pass him for all I know. Just because he passed Kevin Harvick to get there doesn't mean Kevin Harvick won't pass him back. Who knows? Danny Hamlin might have trouble. He and Kyle are the only 2 Toyotas that haven't had trouble yet. At least Joe Gibbs or anything Joe Gibbs related. One thing I didn't think of when I picked Brad, he waves the old glory when he wins, so, and this is a race where we honor the troops. Each driver has the troops on their windshield, has a certain troop name on their windshield. So what would be the odds of the guy that waves the old glory winning Charlotte Motor Speedway at the Coca-Cola 600? And nope, Truex is still out there, so I spoke too soon about Truex. He did have some trouble earlier, and I think that's what caused that caution. Well, there goes Stenhouse. I think Kyle Busch spun him out. They said something about him not being off the nose of Kyle Busch. But yeah, for caution. Well, the first non-Toyota driver to have a problem today, even though, yeah, he kind of came up, Kyle Busch kind of came down, and Kyle Busch tailgated him, so I would say non-Toyota trouble, but all fairness, that spin out was caused by a Toyota, so maybe you can kind of count that as a Toyota problem. Barely missing Kyle's brother Kurt, along with Ryan Blaney. Well, this time I just now realized Stenhouse is sponsoring DeWalt. Matt Kenseth's main sponsor, who won a championship in that car. Famously the last Winston champion. Got too much knocking over. Yeah, I was getting to the suspense moments, so I thought I would tune in. I was originally planning on 10 to go. But seeing how that caution just happened, and seeing that suspense moment where y'all get my reactions, I don't think I cheered for anybody yet. Considering it's one of my favorites versus a few underdogs. Yeah, I'm on my second Cobra, so excuse me for not being awake enough. All right, pit road. And tipped in at number 36. I really want to get him Matt Tip number 36 car. Considering that number has been back on the track for the first time since maybe 2012. And who happened to drive that number? Ryan Blaney's dad, Dave Blaney, was probably the last person to drive that number. But I'm sure he and Mike Skinner switched cars before then. So maybe Mike Skinner was the last driver of the 36. Since we're on commercial break, I'll just do a little ranting. And somebody's beating up socks back there. But anyway, back to my rant. Oh yeah, W's Charlotte Flair being the pace car driver today. It was also nuts she spoke to Logano, and Logano gave a shout out to when he was on Raw a few years ago with Kyle Busch. Could be in more than one occasion. I could be wrong though. I know the 2010 occasion, but I swore there was another occasion after Logano went to Penske, where Logano was in the 22 and Kyle was in the 18. But I couldn't find any videos of that, so maybe I misunderstood that. And what's ironic about that, Kyle punched Logano in the face a few years later. And Logano made Kyle bleed. Sorry, Kyle fans. I like to offend Hendrick fans. Joe Gibb fans, I'm not that far of offending. I mean, Joe Gibb fans aren't as bad as the Hendrick fans. And hell, I got a few Kyle Busch fans on my friends list. We get along until our drivers go at it. Then we go at it. Yeah, like Tricks, for example. Remember, I was hating Tricks as guts a few months ago because he was bitching about how Logano won Martinsville. But nowadays, I'm kissing Tricks' ass when he was beating Chase Elliott. But I will hate Tricks again if he makes it to the Final Four again. Unless those other three contestants could end up being Byron, Johnson, and Chase. That's the only way I would see myself cheering for Truex over everybody else for the first time since 2015.
What got into you?
Harvick, I'm kind of debatable. Between Truex and Harvick, I'm debatable of who I'm cheering for most between the two. But I think I'd rather cheer for Truex over Harvick. But anyway, I mentioned those other three Hendrick drivers. Yeah. Between the three, I'd rather cheer for Byron of the three, but that ain't what I was going to say. What I was going to say is, the only one I see actually making it would be Chase. I say Johnson's championship times are past him. And Byron's not ready to get close to championships yet. Now Chase, on the other hand, yeah, he made it to the final 8 for the last 2 years. Now here's where I have my fun. Until Denny Hamlin knocked those Cloud Niners off the Cloud 9 and gave them a wake-up call. So yeah, thank you, Danny Hamlin, for giving the Cloud Niners a wake-up call. Oh, believe me, the moment I mentioned that last season, I really pissed off a Chase fan right there. It was the beauty of it. And then they say Chase will be a future champion or two. So you know this how again? Well then, while you're at it, tell me the numbers to the Powerball lottery so I can win already. Speaking of Chase, there he is riding Brad's ass. Huh, we're on restart. I gotta get back to paying attention to the race. Come on, Brad. Come on, Harvick. Come on, Danny. Better yet, come on, Denny. Wake those Cloud Niners up so they can cry about Chase losing again. Oh, wait. I don't need Denny's help for that. I just need Denny's help of keeping them out of the championship picture. Yes, I'm an asshole. Something about Daniel Hemrick. I've seen a 4 wide involving some guys. Oh, shit. Something happened to Hemrick. If that happened to Hendrick, I'd be happy. But no, Hemrick, the number 8 guy. Okay, let's see what happened.
Cars with fresh tires behind him. Truex outside, that's Ryan Blaney, the 12 inside. Here comes Kurt Busch right up behind him. You can see he's just trying to hold on right there.
Okay, going 4 wide with Bubba Umbrella. And okay, Clint Boyer clipped him. Yeah, he's kind of falling back. He went 4 wide with Bubba Amarella and Kurt Busch. I think Kurt Busch was the 4th car. But then Clint Boyer caused him to hit the wall. Okay, Ryan Preece was behind Clint Boyer. I was about to say, I swore that was the 14 and not the 47. Even if it was the 14, I would forget who he was, but the commentators reminded me that Boyer's the 14. I'm not used to the Stewart-Haas switchovers yet. Yeah, I still think I still forget who's driving the number 10 since Danica. And I'm still forgetting that Kurt's driving the number 1 instead of the 41 these days. So I'm slow when it comes to the Stewart-Haas guys. And Harvick's the only one that didn't change drivers yet. For the last 4 years. Okay, Hemrick's on pit road. 8 to go. 8 to go. Thanks to a caution. Pretty much by the number 8. Well, he was kind of falling back, so I'd say he would pretty much be the blame of it. Okay, Austin and Eric, 2 others. Looks like Kyle Larson. Yeah, Kyle Larson's on pit road. Eric Amarillo, I already mentioned him. Damn, I have nobody to cheer against, really. Oh well, Kyle's my least favorite, so take your time, Kyle's crew, take your time. Hurry up, Amarillo's crew, hurry up. Alright, it's a blue and yellow car, and I think that's Menard. Oh, there's a 5th one in there, too. I didn't get a good look at who the 5th car was. But anyway, since no Hendrick drivers were on pit lane, at least not officially by me.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, obviously, I got to read it. I saw these guys do this, and I thought I'd like to do that until they took off. And I'm like, no. But it is awesome to see the salute to the starters, and great to see that.
Yeah, I gotta respect the truth. Without them, I wouldn't have the freedom I have. Except for the one that threw a puppy off the cliff a few years ago. Fuck that one. That one can fucking die and go to hell for all I'm concerned. But yeah, other than that, I respect the troops. In fact, I think that was over a decade ago, but it doesn't matter. Once you do something like that, you lose my respect forever.
Well, when you think about all these pit stops they've had 4 or 5 pit stops now before the first stage, and they've had a lot of mistakes.
If I find that search for its grave, I'd be happy to take a piss on it. Just because you saved my ass doesn't mean you earn my respect completely.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Harvick's car just looks good everywhere, but he's able to run on the bottom, especially on the restarts.
Oh, and there were a few raping ones, so fuck those too. Bad declare throwing a puppy off the cliff a lot worse. Yeah, as y'all see, I have cats around me. I have plenty of cats living with me. but I'm also a dog lover too. I just don't have dogs because I'm not responsible enough to take care of one. I'm not home enough to take care of one. See, cats can take care of themselves when I'm not around. Dogs gotta be let outside the shit. Which is why I don't have dogs. Other than that, I would have a dog or two. I sure as hell ain't going to have over 12 dogs. At least when I clean litter boxes, I can clean them in the comfort of my own home. I clean the backyard without going outside. Alright, restart. Enough about my ranting. Yep, what I fear. Kevin Harvick passing Brad Keselowski. But it looks like Brad's passing Harvick back. Considering I see Chase Elliott third, I'm cheering for Harvick at this point. Well, here comes Kyle Busch. He might bag stage one. And I already gave a shout out to Charlotte Flair, the daughter of 16-time champion Ric Flair. Only 2-time WWE champion, but 16-time champions from the big promotions. He actually had more world championships than that. Yeah, to you Cena haters that don't want to see John Cena pass Ric Flair's record, well, if you count the WWE belt only, Cena's already got Ric Flair beat the moment he won his third WWE championship, because Ric Flair only had 2 WWE championships. The other belts are from AWA, WCW, and maybe NWA if I remember correct. I only know WCW, but the other two, I'm not sure if he counted both promotions or just one of them. Excuse Priss and Buttons for fighting each other. 3 to go. We got Brad Keselowski's in the lead. Got Keselowski versus Harvick versus Kyle Busch versus Danny Hamlin versus Chase Elliott. Come on, somebody knock that Chase Elliott out of top 5. Come on, William Byron. I'd rather cheer for you than Chase. Oh, well. Better top 5 than the lead, is what I could say. Alright, Bad Brad's got one more lap. Come on, Bad Brad. This is supposed to be a reactions video. I'm supposed to react, right? Well then, come on, Bad Brad. Oh, crap. I thought he hit the wall for a moment there. But here comes Danny Hamlin. Amongst that top 5, and if Brad were to lose to any of them, I would rather it be Hamlin. But it looks like Bad Brad's got this. Danny Hamlin second, Kyle Busch third, Chase Elliott fourth, Kevin Harvick fifth, William Byron, Joey Logano, Jimmy Johnson, Truex, and Ryan Blaney makes your top 10. For, what was it again? Stage 1. Stage 1. Alright, Daniel Suarez kind of hit Blaney. God damn it, Suarez. I'm trying to make people believe you're not the Nets Danica. Quit proving them right. Well, at least I hanged on better than 3 of his teammates, so I'll give him that. Anyway, that's all for stage 1. I'll be back by stage 2. Maybe 10 to go, maybe 20 to go, depending how interesting the race will be by that point. I would say my out speech, but as you know, I'm going to put up 4 more videos, so... yeah, 3 more. Unless a fight breaks out like last week where I log out too soon. I'll be back in an hour or 2, and I'm going to drink this Cobra.